thinking about studying a language abroad, or maybe you've already booked your trip? Well, stick around because here are my top tips on how to make the most of your language course abroad. Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm the Intrepid Guide, your guide to languages and travel. I'm currently here in Oslo as part of my own language study holiday, and thanks to Cactus Language School, you can do the same. You can choose from over 120 destinations around the world and choose from over 20 languages to learn. Studying a language abroad is one of the best ways that you can speed up your progress with a language, but also have fun at the same time. So with that in mind, here are some top tips on how to make the most of your language course abroad. Part of learning a language abroad is that you are constantly surrounded by the language, and you can't get that sort of exposure at home. So outside of the classroom, you have every opportunity to put what you've learned into practice. So say for example, you go to a restaurant and you order food, you need to use the language. You want to go shopping at the supermarket, you need to buy something, or perhaps you're lost and you need to get directions from someone in the street. With all this exposure to the language, don't be surprised if you feel tired, if not exhausted at the end of your day. So my top tip is to be kind to yourself and to go to bed early and get plenty of rest. In order to make the most of your immersive experience, you need to pay attention to your environment so you can learn contextually. So by that I mean that if you see a street sign that you don't understand, well, maybe you can derive some sort of a meaning from that based on where you are and your environment. And if you can't, then simply just jot down the words that you don't understand or take a photo of it and research it later. And then the next time you do see that street sign, you're like, that's what it means, and then you'll remember it. That'll help you to recall it, and that way you'll learn faster. A big part of language learning is putting into practice what you've learnt. So be brave and put yourself in situations where you can practice as much as possible, because when you're studying abroad, you're surrounded by native speakers. So say for example you go shopping, why not have a conversation with the shop assistant? Or every day you go to the same cafe, you can have a conversation with the barista there. Or maybe if you're staying with a host family, then you can do a little bit of role play with them. So every opportunity you get, make sure that you're making the most of it, because that way you're learning the language even faster and you can recall that information even quicker. Most language schools have their own social programs, so check if yours does, and if they do, I highly recommend that you join the activities that they run. They usually have day trips and walking tours that you can join, and this is a great opportunity for you to practice what you've been learning in a fun and a relaxed environment with other students. And since you'll be meeting so many new people on these activities, this is a great way for you to practice your introductions and your small talk. So you can practice saying things like what your name is, where you're from, and why you're learning that language. Being in a country where they speak your target language means that you're going to be exposed to all sorts of normal pattern of speech that you may not be familiar with. They may speak faster, they may speak with a different accent, dialect, or have different pronunciation, or they may even have local expressions that you're not familiar with. But don't be shy, don't be nervous, just use your 2 lifeline phrases to help you through any conversation. Ask people to repeat themselves or even to speak slower so you can understand. Well, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video about how to make the most of your language course abroad. Don't forget that Cactus offer language courses in over 120 locations around the world in over 20 languages. If you have any questions whatsoever, just leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. In the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you'll get an alert next time I post a video. Until next time, ha det bra, bye!